Hey, look at that familiar face, super famous and giant on my TV screen. I'm so happy to have the Wi Fi hooked up to the Chromecast so I can do things like watch YouTube on the TV again. Um, so, uh, wow, I'm using a lot of filler words. I'm sorry. Kate, your heating vest looked so cool. I don't love heat, so I don't know how much I would enjoy it, but it seems like something really, really, really cool for people who run cold, unlike me. um, or for me to try for about 6 seconds, really enjoy, and then not use again. My aunt gave me a weighted blanket, which we called the anxiety blanket because for me it's really great for anxiety. And she was like, "Oh, and you'll love to sleep in it." But at that point, it was like just overwhelmingly warm, um, and not as pleasant for me as for somebody who would run cold and enjoy warmth. Yeah. Sorry, Nano's not going super well for you, but something every day is better than nothing every day. So 133 words, I think you said? It's better than zero. Take pride in what you can, right? Um, my Nano's been going well, although it is now like 10:30, maybe, and I haven't written for today. I'm um, procrastinating, clearly. I'm ahead a bit in word count, so I probably don't have to write today, but I want to because I want to be able to say I did it every day. Um, on last Sunday, I actually didn't, but because I was so far ahead in the word count, I'm still fine as of now. Uh, I said last week I was like I was getting my life in order, but really I just meant I was cleaning for like 6 or 7 hours in one day. Today and yesterday I actually kind of did get my life together, weirdly. Like in some ways. In some ways I'm still a wreck because I have been putting so many things off for so long. But like today I put in for my California driver's license. I put in for a new passport. I tried to set up a 401k for the first time in my life. I got a new battery for my car key because that was dying, like of all things. I signed up for AAA and I think it's called Fast Track, which is California's Easy Pass. Like all these things, like weeks worth of responsibility, I packed into like 6 hours today. And like I went to the DMV. I barely spent time indoors with anybody except at work with like two people. I was like halfway to a panic attack, but I was really proud of myself. I did not like go over the edge. I was like kind of standing at the back of the room in the DMV while I was waiting. And I was just like, I mean, in a mask, but just like deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. And I've learned some people say masks are suffocating. To me, masks are like, for anxiety, it's like having a paper bag where they tell you to breathe into the bag. Like that's the feeling of the mask, which to me is a really good thing. Like that's so comforting. Um, and when I think about it that way, like it's actually kind of better than not wearing it. Um, oh, and the last thing I wanted to say was, it was going to take a minute, sorry. I mentioned last time how self indulgent my Nano was, and I wanted to give you a sense of just how bad. Um, so, I've talked about a lot of Nanos on this channel, but you don't have to remember a single detail of any of them. Um, a few years ago, I did what was going to be the first book in a series. I finished the first book and I started the second, and I never got past that because there were some inconsistency in the first one that I wanted to go back and fix. So I knew what I was doing when I started to continue the series, and I never went back and fixed them. Anyway, so two of my favorite characters of all time from anything I've ever written were from that book series. And this time around, I was like, fuck it. I brought them back. This is not a book in that series. It's not even particularly set in that world. But I decided to bring characters who were coincidentally had the same names and looked the same and had the same personalities and had the same relationship to each other. And the way they were talking kind of implied that two of the other characters were their friends. And I just called the whole thing Give Nell Friends 2K20 because Nell is the main character and she doesn't have enough friends. So I was like, these would be the perfect friends for her. And I don't care. And so they, like, next level self indulgent. My two favorite characters of all time went with her to to Taco Bell to eat Mexican pizzas and play cards. That is like a mad lib of my favorite things. But it really happened in the book. And I'm like, fuck it. Nobody's ever reading this. And I don't say that because, like, no one wants to read my writing. I say it because, like, I'm not going to let anybody read this. It's like, it's not meant for anybody else's enjoyment. It's just meant for mine. So it's like, I'm going to make myself enjoy it. It's perfect. Okay. DFTBA, y'all. And I hope your week goes well. I hope to see you soon. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.